Are you thinking about how technology can help your restaurant thrive in 2026? FS Tech has been the premier event for over 30 years, where forward-thinking restaurant operators meet cutting-edge technology. Join us September 23rd to 25th at the Gaylord Texan Resort, where you'll connect with senior decision makers, hear from over 30 expert speakers, and visit over 230 exhibitors to discover actionable solutions for things like AI forecasting, automation, and streamlining operations. Visit the link in our show notes to secure your spot now.
Wendy's sales took another big hit last quarter. El Pollo Loco's tenders might become permanent, and Cyclospora has thrown a wet blanket over Sweetgreen's hopes for recovery. Welcome to Restaurant Daily, your quick daily download of the top stories in the industry from the editors of Restaurant Business and Nation's Restaurant News. I'm Managing Editor Leanne Zinsmeister.
And I'm RB Executive Editor Lisa Jennings. Wendy's sales took another big hit last quarter. The fast food chain same-store sales fell 7%, and system sales fell 8.2%. Traffic to the chain's restaurants fell 12.5%. The company reduced discounting and cut breakfast hours at some restaurants. The weakness has enabled Burger King to leapfrog the brand to be the country's second-largest fast food burger chain behind McDonald's. Wendy's new CEO, Bob Wright, lamented the brand's, quote, quality degradation and said the brand struggled to execute. He also said he wasn't pleased with the chain's marketing.
El Pollo Loco's new Loco tenders performed strong enough in the second quarter that the company is now testing new holding equipment to see if they could become a permanent menu item. The tenders attracted new guests, especially younger guests, and bolstered check sizes. Menu innovation has been a focus for the brand as it enters year 3 of a 3-year turnaround plan put into place by CEO Liz Williams when she came on board in 2024. The company also recently launched loaded quesadillas and a coffee platform, for instance. That plan continues to progress, and the company reported a 3.9% increase in same-store sales in the second quarter.
Cyclospora has thrown a wet blanket over Sweetgreen's hopes for recovery. The fast food chain said Thursday that same-store sales were moving in the right direction, though still down 6.2%. That was much better than the double-digit decline seen in the first quarter. But the foodborne illness outbreak has hurt consumer demand for fresh produce, and the company downgraded expectations for the year. Sweetgreen has not been tied to the outbreak, which is believed to be linked to iceberg lettuce. In fact, the chain has never served iceberg lettuce. Still, CEO Jonathan Neiman said the new wrap sandwiches added earlier this year have been a hit. A new wrap is coming to the menu next week.
Texas Roadhouse keeps on humming. Same-store sales rose 6.2% last quarter on 3% traffic growth. Executives credited better operations for allowing restaurants to serve more customers. The chain has now recorded 62 consecutive quarters of same-store sales growth, excluding the pandemic. In more good news, it is seeing some relief on high beef costs. It lowered its commodity inflation outlook to 5% for the year from 6 to 7%.
You can now order food on Google Maps. The company added restaurant ordering to its Ask Google feature, an AI chatbot within Google Maps. Customers will be able to say things like, quote, order a pizza for me to pick up on the way home, prompting an AI agent to find a restaurant on the way and build the order. The customer will be able to review each step before confirming. Ask Google is currently integrated with Square and Toast, with Uber Eats coming soon.
Mr. Gatti's is officially and fully under new ownership. Longtime franchisee G. Brent Ryan has acquired the remaining ownership interest in the legacy family pizza chain to become the primary owner. The announcement marks the beginning of CEO Jim Phillips' planned retirement following more than a decade leading the company, including through the past several years of significant growth. In 2024, for example, Mr. Gatti's added a partnership with Walmart to expand in the retail giant stores. In 2025, the chain experienced nearly 10% sales growth and 10% unit count growth, despite a history tracing back to 1964.
And that will do it for today's episode of Restaurant Daily. I'm Lisa Jennings.
And I'm Leanne Zinsmeister. And remember, as Helen Keller said, life is either a daring adventure or nothing.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Restaurant Daily. Rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and subscribe. Are you thinking about how technology can help your restaurant thrive in 2026? FS Chat has been the premier event for over 30 years, where forward-thinking restaurant operators meet cutting-edge technology. Join us September 23rd to 25th at the Gaylord Texan Resort, where you'll connect with senior decision makers, hear from over 30 expert speakers, and visit over 230 exhibitors to discover actionable solutions for things like AI forecasting, automation, and streamlining operations. Visit the link in our show notes to secure your spot now.